perfect afternoon for soccer here in the Pacific Northwest and at Cheney Stadium in Tacoma, Washington, where today Sounders FC2 play host to Orange County SC. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us here on ESPN+. I'm Andrew Harvey, joined by James Riley and Dave Clark. And gentlemen, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Great weather.
Another beautiful day in the Pacific Northwest. Perfect day for some Sunday soccer.
We're coming to you live from Party Deck 1, where we are celebrating Sounder at Heart, the SB Nation blog that covers the Sounders' 10th birthday. Dave, happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
It's a good feeling.
It's going to be a party over here.
It's a convivial atmosphere, to be sure. But taking a look at Orange County, they're a talented squad, and really it's all about the man up top, Thomas Enevoldsen, who is really blazing things for Orange County SC.
He's on fire. 16 goals, tied for the Golden Boot League. The Danish forward has definitely transitioned well to USL play.
31 years of age. Orange County lost their last match. Before that, they were on an 8-match unbeaten streak that had 6 wins, so it was a tough test for S2. James, looking at S2, we're keeping our eyes on David Olsen today.
Yes, David Olsen, for me, has had bright moments throughout the season. I'm still looking for a complete game. He has the capabilities. It's all about mindset and mentality. I want him to be able to get on the ball, dictate pace, connect his link play. He's been very good with his second efforts, so look for him to do that to stay consistently involved in the game.
It's the second of 3 matches in a 7-day span for S2. They settled for a draw at home on Wednesday. Can they take all 3 at home today? We'll find out. Kickoff between Sounders FC2 and Orange County SC coming up after this. Welcome back into Cheney Stadium here on ESPN Plus in Tacoma, Washington. We're getting set for kickoff between Sounders FC2 and Orange County SC. Andrew Harvey alongside James Riley for the call on you here. We got Dave Clark as our party deck correspondent / sideline correspondent for the afternoon. And James, not a cloud in sight. This is kind of getting the sense that as we're pushing into September here in the Pacific Northwest, this might be one of those last days to remember to hold you over until the sun comes around in about April.
Absolutely. They say the bluest skies you've ever seen are in this area in Seattle and Tacoma, so it's definitely ringing true today. Another gorgeous, gorgeous day for some afternoon soccer.
Well, taking a look at the starting 11 for both teams, running through Orange County, in goals, Andre Rawls. Defenders from left to right, Kevin Alston, Walker Hume, Alex Cronali, and Joseph Amico. Christian Dukes, the holding midfield. Mats Bierman, Thomas Enevoldsen, Aiden Quinn, and Darwin Jones, the midfielders. And Michael Seaton, a man you're familiar with from your time at DC United up top.
Yep, great young player. Very capable in front of goal, very pacey, so he'll definitely be bright today.
For Sounders 2, another mix of S2 guys, academy kids, and some players from the MLS Sounders brought down on short-term loans. In goals, Brian Meredith. Defenders from left to right, Ibrahim Usman, Leo Burney, making his second appearance of the year for S2 after starting on Wednesday in a 1-1 draw. Kai Briscoe's the other center back, Denzo Ulysses at right back. Holding midfield of Jesse Daly and Alex Roldan. The midfield 3 of Henry Wingo, David Olsen, and Azrael Gonzalez. And Federal Way's favorite son, Lamar Nagel, up top. And just kind of one of those great opportunities for some of those young players to get out on the field with guys with a lot of pro experience on both sides of the ball, really, for S2. Leo Bernie, Kai Briscoe, a big test for them. Denzel Ulysses and Ibrahim Usman still coming along, trying to keep things flowing up and down those peripherally.
As you navigate and create your own body of work in the progression of being a pro, it's very important that you take full control of the opportunities that are given to you, and that's how you create your own luck. You're prepared for the opportunities that are given to you, and you grab hold of that. That's how you continue to build rhythm, continue to build your name and your stock within this league and beyond.
Alejandro Mariscal is the referee. Assistant referees Hunter France and Trevor Wiseman. Robert Gilbert is the fourth official. Orange County SC, like we said, had been on an 8-match unbeaten streak till they dropped a result last weekend. 14-7-5 overall, including a very impressive 7-4-1 ledger on the road. James, this is a team that knows how to play on hostile ground.
Absolutely. Their record dictates that, and they definitely have some MLS influence, some old vets that have played and gone through the league at the top level in this country, and so they have a good mix of veterans and young players still trying to fight their way through this league and beyond.
S2 in Rave Green with blue shorts will be moving from left to right on your screen here in the first half. They have the opening kickoff. Orange County in all white coming back the other way. Mariscal blows the whistle. We're underway here at Cheney Stadium. 90 minutes of USL action here on, again, a perfect Sunday afternoon. Quickly turned over to Orange County. They float it near side, looking for Seaton. Back for Amico. And Christian Duke sending it back to Carnali. Well, you look at the USL standings, and it makes a lot of sense of why Orange County have wound up where they are in third place right now coming into today's match. Just talented roster, a lot of long-term professional experience out there. Amico, a big touch into space. Kai Briscoe going to clear it out, draws the free kick.
Crunching tackle there, definitely going to set the tone of this game. You see Orange County with the confidence to move forward, penetrate the lines of S2, and the tackle there is definitely letting them know why they are 14-7-5 at the moment.
Meredith pushes to the near side. Ulysses goes up and can't get it. And goalkeeper distribution has been a real challenge for pretty much everyone that's played on this field this season.
And again, the pitch looks in pristine condition, so kudos to the field crew for this wonderful, wonderful setting to play in.
And Tacoma Rainiers have played their last home game this season. It'll be all S2 the rest of the way. But like you said, the grass just held up phenomenally well, and even though the club is currently working on getting a soccer-specific stadium built, what a lovely temporary home this is.
Of course.
Amico a little bit too far forward. Former Swope Park Rangers man. Taking some liberties. Finds Darwin Jones. Poke through. This is Seaton. Edged away from him and out for an early corner kick.
This would be an initial test for S2 to really be able to defend the set piece. A couple big bodies coming in for Orange County.
Set pieces have been a problem for S2 defensively this season. Low ball lofted in, headed away by Denzel Ulysses as far as Darwin Jones. Alex Roldan can't connect with Ibrahim Usman.
Great brave header by Ulysses.
Ball over the top, and Brian Meredith collects it. Rolled out to Roldan. David Olson. Push to the far side. Henry Wingo, Daly, Ulysses. Down line toward Wingo. And that's run out for a goal kick. Henry Wingo, James, is a player that really John Hutchinson expects to see dominate at this level of play to kind of prove and earn his spot back with the MLS Sounders.
No, Wingo has a great test. He's going up against a veteran left back and Kevin Olsen, a good friend of mine. He was a stalwart with the New England Revolution for many years. So it will be a great test to see if Wingo is ready to really make that jump to the next level.
Over 160 appearances with the Revolution had Kevin Alston. Spent time with Orlando City as well before making the jump to USL play. Square ball, Cronali. Walker Hume. Orange County switching it up, looking for Darwin Jones. He and Usman do battle. Jones lays it off to Amico. Amico toward the byline. A cutback cross headed away by Daly.
Orange County with some great synchronized possession. Multiple guys moving at the same time, opening up lanes. Very bright start by OC.
And Coach Braden Cloutier definitely has his team firing on all cylinders at this stage in the season. Ball up towards Seaton. And Olsen drawing a free kick. David Olsen, we talked about him pregame. What has to happen for him to kind of get into his rhythm? Because when he's on, he's really on.
It almost takes him being kicked, honestly. When he's at his best, he's angry. He has a chip on his shoulder. He's into the game. You know, he's creative. He's impactful with his second efforts, but also with his creativity on the ball. So for me, I want him to give the ball, but then also look to get it again so that he's the one dictating play and not just passing the ball on.
Here's Leo Burney. That ball bounced up before it got to Meredith. And always probably a bit of panic when you hit a back pass to a keeper and it takes a little skip like that as a defender, James.
It is. And now they know to pass it outside those lines moving forward in this game.
Daly drawing the free kick there. Christian Duke, the guilty party. Daly looking upfield toward Gonzalez. Ulysses. And Lamar Nagel fell to the ground. Rebounded ball came straight at him. He's still on possession.
What a play that was by Nagel.
Bit of an unconventional first touch, but I suppose it worked out all right.
Great first touch while laying on the ground. OC looks very organized defensively, but also when they actually have the ball, there you have some very great synchronized movements. They spread the ball, they maximize the width of this field. They have the ability to stretch you vertically with Michael Seaton up top. And then defensively, just compact lines, guys pressuring the ball. You see the pressure cover balance executed well. Their line of confrontation probably at the midfield line.
What's that going to take for S2 to try to break down that compact defense?
It's going to try to catch them on the break. Don't let them get set. And if they do, now it's time to get numbers out wide. Sounders have been, S2 has been very good when they can get numbers on the flanks and they can impact the game from their wing play, especially players like this in Wingo.
Wingo running through a couple of challenges there, eventually knocked off the ball. Here comes Orange County. Blazing up the near side, it's Quinn, and Quinn went to tuck it to the far post. Just missed wide.
Fantastic effort by Quinn. What a drag he did to open up space. Composure in the box, goes for the toe poke to try to beat Meredith back post. And you see it here. He has the composure, little drag, use the defender as a screen, toe poke to the back post. Not a bad effort.
Meredith up to Usman, and Usman can't hold it in. Early opportunity for the visitors. That's one of the things that Wade Weber mentioned to me when we were chatting pregame was can't afford to go down early.
And you just saw again OC's ability to stretch it vertically. When it gets congested, they have 2 runners up top. They're able to dump it and stretch it vertically, which leads to this sustained possession and then this dangerous free kick.
Draws it right on the center of the pitcher's mound.
Michael Seaton, a player that I was able to play with when I was with DC United. He was their homegrown player. Fantastic abilities, fantastic tendencies. He's been a bit of a journeyman in his young career, but he absolutely has the physical tools and attributes to be a good player in this league.
Hayden Quinn has 10 assists. It's tied for 4th in the USL right now. He's teeing up this set piece right here.
It's going to be an in-swinger.
Quinn spun to the back post. Free header there and put over the bar. Boy, you have to work pretty hard to miss a ball from that distance. And that was put over the net by Matt Bierman.
Great set piece. Have a player peeling to the back post, heads it across. That's textbook. All that was left was the finish at the end, but that's a textbook set piece. Isolate one of your best guys in the air, have him bang it back across, head it back across the goal of the mouth, puts it right across the 6, and almost more difficult to miss that, but we've all been there before.
Absolutely. Orange County a bit unlucky to not be up 1-0 here in the 11th minute. Ball over the top, 1 back by Orange County.
And when you have good teams, Adam, it's definitely very, very important to not only be able to defend set pieces, but these teams are very good at set pieces. And you saw a dangerous set piece there by OC. They can not only win with possession, their possession style, but they're very, very dangerous and organized on set piece opportunities.
Alex Roldan going to take a touch here. Can't quite control it the way he wants. And S2 just looking a little bit disjointed in the attacking third so far. Leo Burney blasts that up the near sideline.
And Andrew, did I call you Adam?
No comment. No comment,
all right,
James.
My apologies, buddy. My apologies.
It's
Andrew.
all right. It's a Sunday. It's a casual Sunday. You're thinking of Adam Weigel, our technical director, who's listening to everything we say. An unenviable task. Here's Jesse Daly with a good move up the middle. Daly has options in distribution, picks out Gonzalez, and a diving stop from Rawls. Still play here. Jesse Daly teeing up a left-footed shot. Oh, wonder goal from Jesse Daly on the second ball, and S2 takes the lead in the 12th minute.
I'm going to start calling you Adam more often. But like we said, we asked how they can beat OC's organized defense, and it's on the break. And you saw them create a turnover and break on a 3v2 opportunity, sustain possession, sustain lines, some calm, composed play there by Daly to not only take that touch, but then curl it, push it to his left foot and hit an absolute banger. So you see a 3v2 opportunity. Awesome to get a shot off. They stay with it. Daly with the touch. First touch is fantastic. Sets him up for that left-footed strike. Top corner. Drifting away from the goalkeeper. Fantastic finish. That first touch is the setup. That first touch, a little swivel of the hips, creates that half yard of space that he needed to and sets him up perfectly on that left foot. Fantastic goal.
You got to give some credit to Rawls for even getting back to his feet there. That first shot from Gonzalez was a real challenge for him.
And so now it's going to be important for S2. It's the critical moments, and how do they respond within these next 5 minutes after having gone off a goal.
Jesse Daly bags his second goal of the year. S2 starting to develop something of a reputation for quick starts when playing here at Cheney Stadium.
S2 has some speed up top. They have a veteran player in Lamar Nagel, top 5 leading goal scorer for the MLS Seattle Sounders all time, which is a fantastic feat and a fantastic compliment to be in that top 5. But Wingo has breakaway speed.
Now it's Seaton, has some options here. Comes to the near side. And that one played off Ulysses by Ennivoldsen. Another corner.
Get another in-swinger. 5 players in the box for OC.
S2 with 4 men outside the penalty area. Comes straight back to Quinn. Drives in a second ball. And that one headed away emphatically.
Another brave header.
Gonzalez.
Excellent hold-up play by Gonzalez. Did very well. Unfortunate not to connect that pass, but very, very good hold-up play by him.
He's quickly becoming a player that, I mean, apart from his stature, it's getting easier to forget that he's 17 years old out there. Making his 12th appearance of the season for S2. And losing out on the shoulder battle against Alex Cronali there, although that is somewhat to be expected.
Lamar Nagel with the captain's armband this afternoon. Look for him to really impact this game, not only with his ability on the field, but just his leadership, his characteristic traits.
Rolled on, short for Briscoe. Couple S2 players go down. Gonzalez draws the free kick. Quickly restarted. Switch to the near side for Denzo Ulisi. David Olson out wide. Daly and Wingo. Kai Briscoe. Bit of a mishit ball there. Ulisi recovers. James S2 rolling out a pair of center backs in Leo Burney and Kai Briscoe, one of whom is very young and making just his second professional USL appearance, although I shouldn't say professional since he's still a member of the academy. And the other one, Kai Briscoe, is a fullback by trade, who's been rolled into center back periodically throughout the season. What has to happen to the players around those two to keep them whole?
Of course, and I think it's the progression of the system. You have the Sounders, you have S2, and you have the academy that are linear and that, you know, will promote players within their academy that they feel have deserved opportunities. And of course, they feel that these players and the academy players that they have been playing deserve opportunities at the professional level, and they've done well so far. And going in, you have 2 veteran players in front. You have Alex Roldan and Jesse Daly that know that they're playing with a young back line, so they're going to be extra cautious in how they go forward, but also in how they recover.
Well, let's check in now with Dave Clark down on the sideline. Dave, how's the view?
It's a great view. I've got Mount Rainier in the background and a soccer game in front of me. The action between Darwin Jones and some guys that he used to play soccer with has been heavy. He and David Olson interacting fairly frequently.
Thanks, Dave. And Darwin Jones, former Sounders homegrown product. Spent a lot of time with S2, scored 12 goals in 34 appearances across 2 seasons with the USL side. Product of the University of Washington as well. This is Annie Voltson. Far side for Amico. Inch perfect challenge from you, Ibrahim Usman. Cuts
Great
it down
tackle.
the line, it's held in.
Great defending by Usman.
Gonzalez wants Nagel, he overhits his pass. Usman, the Nigerian left back, is a player who's really kind of come into his own in his first season with S2.
Very good, fantastic frame to be a modern day fullback. Is able to cover ground, is very good in the tackle. As he continues to progress, it's going to be his decision making, when to stay connected to the line to keep the integrity of the back line, when to go in and lunge for tackles, when not to get pulled out of position, ability to close down services. But definitely his body of work over the season has been impressive.
Long ball floated far side. Ulisi goes up for it. 50-50 challenge in the air. Orange County's still on this one a little bit. And Ulisi, bit of a reckless clearance, but it does the job.
Ulisi, great first challenge. He's had a few clearances today, especially for his small frame to be able to challenge bravely and then stay with not only the first challenge for the first ball, but stay with the second and third ball.
And Evoltson wants Amico. Amico wanted the ball sooner. Intercepted by Daly. Gonzalez won't have a chance to keep that in play.
Great effort by Daly. Looked on his first touch, collected it, and looked to outlet right away. Try to catch OC off the break on balance. Very good effort. Unfortunate not to connect that pass.
They want Seaton over the top once more. Briscoe. And falls for Ibrahim Usman, and Usman does some hard work to win a throw-in. Quinn. Over to Bierman. Back inside for Quinn. Darwin Jones, Amico on the overlap. He'll get the ball to the byline. And can't connect on the cross. Just kind of corkscrewed on him.
S2 just needs to get reconnected. They need to get their blocks organized, their blocks of 4 organized, and just really be hard to break down. There's a bit too many gaps, especially in transition, and OC is having no problem getting to the final third of S2.
Bierman intercepted that ball. Now Christian Duke. Knocked up toward Lamar Nagel. Duke. Alston. And Lamar Nagel has never met a shoulder challenge that he didn't like, James, and he's not afraid to harass a defender.
No, he's not.
And a bouncing ball, like we talked about earlier, from Cronali back to his keeper, forces the awkward clearance. Quickly in for Roldan. David Olson. And Olson tried to keep it himself. Up toward Nagel. Gonzalez might have a chance to play this ball. Usman wanted Henry Wingo to the near side. Alston is there. Well, apart from the one momentary lapse that led to a goal, Orange County have been very stout over these first 21 and a half minutes. Not much room for S2 to work.
And it's going to come down to details for S2. You see them there, throw-ins. We're just very cheapishly giving the ball back. And if they're going to have to defend for large bouts of this game, it could come back to haunt them later. So it's being very, very strong in possession, opening up, and really pulling out OC, which then creates passing lanes and passing lanes that you can penetrate into.
Shuffled back toward Hume. Dangerous square ball there to Cronali. Hit hard enough by Rawls, but there have been some chancy moments on this back line for Orange County. Hume intercepted once more. Gonzalez, Alex Roldan making the wide run. Gonzalez can't get the ball beyond Cronali, or else that was going to look very inviting for S2. And Evoltson wants Seaton up the middle. He's gotten there. Now Bierman. Bierman, Seaton atop the 18. He's loose, and it's blocked by Leo Burney. Bierman gives chase, and he's offside.
The young 17-year-old, it's just going to come down to games and experience. And so for me, Azriel is very good at going forward, but it's the transition moments. Sometimes you have to do the dirty work to get back into good spots and really help your back lineup. And you can see Lamar really wanting a bit more energy from the young player, not only in offensive movements, but especially in the transitional defensive moments when you need to get back and really be able to impact the play to force either a negative or a square ball. And you've seen Amico be able to overlap consistently, and so that's going to be a challenge for the young 17-year-old, is how does he deal with that and also balance his ability to get forward and contribute to the attacking third of S2.
25th minute. S2 leading 1-0. Lamar Nagel comes away with that ball. Gonzalez making the run to his left. Olsen in support to the right. He chooses Gonzalez. Gonzalez in the area now, wants to cut it back to the right foot, and just muscled off the ball by Cronali. He'll fall down on it and will get whistled for a handball. Free kick the way of Orange County.
Again, another great break. Lamar Nagel leading the charge that way. You see the energy by the young 17-year-old to get into the attack. We need that same energy in transition, and he'll be a very impactful player. But fantastic space, great first touch. Tries a little stop-and-go move. Doesn't come off, but great initial effort. And you saw 3 guys on sprints by S2 trying to really catch OC on the break. I feel S2 can do that more consistently. If they set a line of confrontation and just get organized, set the line of confrontation at the top of the circle, OC has to come out and play because they're down 1-0, which will then expose them for those same type of breaks and counter opportunities that S2 can exploit. They've had 2 opportunities to do so, and they've scored on 1. And they had another great effort here on this last opportunity.
Look at the foul there. Christian Duke just getting a little too much of David Olsen. On the restart, it's to the far side for Azriel Gonzalez. And Gonzalez cuts it into traffic, but Darwin Jones holds it in. Amico laying it off for Darwin Jones. Usman now going to be forced into a recovery sprint. And Darwin Jones loses the ball over the touchline. Rare from him. He's usually pretty strong in possession. Guzman. Flick on header from Gonzalez. And back to Rawls once more. Advantage played. Here comes S2. It's Alex Roldan. Roldan taking on Cronali. Distributes to Wingo. Wingo, laser ball across the face of goal. No one making the run to try to cash that in.
Again, another great opportunity by S2. Very good, very compact lines. Good on the challenge. There's a good hard initial challenge, which then leads to an opportunity going the other way. So that could be the opportunities that S2 are looking for, to just have a line of confrontation set, or if you do press, to go as a team, as a unit, because OC seems to be very susceptible to counter-attacking opportunities.
Whistle goes. We've got some extracurriculars. Alejandro Mariscal appealing for calm. Trying to keep a lid on what has so far been a physical but overall well-spirited match. Ulysses with the ball out wide. Drops it off for Wingo. Wingo pushing to the byline. Throw in for S2. Olsen, near side for Ulysses. Collected by S2 with Daly. And back upfield, looking for Henry Wingo that time, scooped up by Rawls.
Well done by Daly. He's been bright. He's covered space. He's gotten hard in the tackle. Obviously has a fantastic goal. But just that simple positional play by him to cover his outside back and then be there for any ball that pops out. Great footwork to then bring it down on his chest and create an outlet. That's how you sustain pressure and cover positionally.
Daly wins the header once more. Nagel going up toward Olsen. Quinn to Amico. And that ball overhit, gone out for a goal kick.
And it's never too early to start that gamesmanship. I've counted at least 8 throw-ins that S2 has had where they've thrown the ball in under 3 seconds with the ball being in their hand. Especially on a hot day, they are putting in a lot of effort. You need to start taking an extra 5 to 7 to 9 seconds. Really let your team get set, and now you can battle for another sequence until another stop of play.
This ball for Darwin Jones. He'll have a chance to keep this in play and can't quite manage it. Got to credit the effort from the winger. Just wasn't able to get it done. Select the official soccer ball of the USL. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit www.selectsportamerica.com. Receive free shipping on orders over $50.
And for OC, I've liked Quinn. He's been very bright as well. He has a very cultured left foot. Great vision on that play there to try to find Darwin with a volley, driven half volley. Unlucky to not come off, but he's been bright. See him again there, just very clinical, skipping the short play to play an extended pass.
Bierman square to Enny Voltson. Orange County cycling through. Darwin Jones has rotated to the near side of the field. This ball picks out Amico. Guzman coming for pressure. And that one cut in. Not sure Amico got the contact on that he wanted. .32 minute here. James, what do you make of this match since S2's goal?
Been a fairly even match since the goal. OC definitely had an opportunity going on that set piece that headed across the 6. It didn't happen, and that's the game. Sometimes you have an opportunity that doesn't go your way, and the team goes down and scores, and that's what happened in that case.
Here's Jones with a dangerous opportunity. He tried the cross, reaches Bierman, and Brian Meredith off his line to collect it.
But I think S2 has settled into the game more. They've created some opportunity, especially off the break. I would like them to get more organized on their line of confrontation and then use that energy within those zones. Sometimes they're getting a bit spread out and there's gaps, and that's how OC is able to penetrate them consistently.
Back for Rawls. Olsen coming for pressure. And that one onto the pressure, forced into the quick throw. Nagel for Alex Roldan. Pass wasn't hit hard enough. Seaton, chance to collect this ball. Kai Briscoe draws the free kick. Boy, Kai Briscoe is, from a size perspective, outmatched by Seaton, but he has not been in terms of quality so far.
Briscoe's been great. He's had a numerous of plays that have gone unnoticed. This is ability to be on the back of a checking forward, force them negative. His athletic ability to not only win that challenge, but try to sustain possession. Very, very good thus far by Briscoe.
Gonzalez gets to that header. Nagel and Hume doing battle. Wingo trying to settle it. Daly. Ulysses going inside toward Gonzalez. And Hume managed to keep that in at the touchline. Let's check in again with Dave Clark down on the side of the field.
You'll see with Azrael Gonzalez there, as soon as he makes the error with his touch, he's putting aggressive pressure on. He's trying to get S2 to recover the ball. That's that kind of effort that the coaching staff wants from him to become more of a full player rather than just the offensive threat that he was down with the academy.
And yes, and that's a player would usually play in front of me as I was playing, and you need that talk and communication from either a veteran presence in the back or someone that knows what they want exactly. And so that's where the communication by your outside back and your midfielder is key, whether the step, whether the slide, whether recover for the overlap, or whether to stay high so that on the break you're in a good position. So we'll look for that communication a bit more throughout this match by Usman.
Daly chips this ball up toward Wingo. Flick on header. Nagel with the second hit, but it's grabbed by Rawls. A bit like skipping a rock on a pond, that last free kick from S2. James, is that a viable strategy to try to work around the fact that there's such a height advantage for Orange County on the back line?
Of course, I think that was drawn up on the training ground, something to try to really find something that plays to the strength of S2, and so they tried something a bit cheeky, tried to catch OC off guard. It didn't come off that time.
Usman shepherds that out. Just under 10 minutes to go until the break, plus stoppage time. And another careless giveaway on the far sideline from S2. Cronali wants Jones. Here's Quinn. He's brought down by David Olson, and that's a pretty easy decision for referee Alejandro Mariscal.
Again, this is where OC is dangerous, bringing in some big bodies to challenge for this ball. So SU has to be aware of where they're fouling. You have a cultured left foot of Quinn, then outswinger this time.
Ball floated in, loose inside the area, and over the byline, out for a corner. There was some confusion as that kick was taken. The referee blew his whistle to signal that Quinn could take the kick pretty much right when he took the kick.
I think it was after, honestly. I mean, it happened almost simultaneously, but I think the kick happened first.
That's kind of what Orange County wanted a word with the referee about. They'll take the corner, third of the match for them.
There's another dangerous free kick opportunity by OC. They had three or four guys clearing open in the box.
Quinn, low ball toward Daly. That one comes off Daly right at Brian Meredith, but his positioning is strong. Meredith lets fly. Up to Wingo, whose first touch turns it over to Jones. Alston loses his footing. Risky challenge there from behind, and the referee lets it go. This one might fall for Seton. Meredith grabs on the back pass. David Olson just now back to his feet.
Very surprised that wasn't called. Yeah, look. I thought it was a foul from our point of view without the opportunity for a replay, but the referee didn't seem that, and S2 did very well not to get caught because they were almost caught on that break down by Michael Seton over the top.
Olson wins it off Duke. Tried the give and go with Gonzalez. Overhit him. Aiden Quinn has runners now. Up the middle. And cut away by Ulysses. Here's another look at it. And Boy, that angle is not particularly flattering to Thomas Enevoldsen. Jones going ahead here. The cutback cross comes off Ulysses and out for another corner.
The challenge is going to be for S2 to really see this half out and get into the half with a 1-goal lead or even a 2-goal lead, but to not concede so that allows you to get back into the drawing board, get a cohesive game plan moving forward. Again, that line of confrontation and set pieces is critical.
Floated ball from Quinn. Kai Briscoe won the header. And the assistant referee on the far side saying the ball went out of play.
This is where gamesmanship comes in. Let your team recover. You see Alex doing a very good job there. Just let your team get set, get a breather. This is where you communicate, try to get your team into the half on a positive note, either with an additional goal or with the 1-0 lead.
Notice that Meredith has taken his free kick and his goal kicks from that spot that he did for the last game, a way to adjust.
Bit of difficulty maybe connecting with Dave Clark down there, but Dave has the right of it. Brian Meredith making a point to leave the ball off of where the turf's been put down over the infield. And this one going to bounce into the hands of Brian Meredith. Maybe he doesn't like the elevation change over that last yard or so to the edge of the 6, but willing to sacrifice about 1.5 yards of space. Kai Briscoe wants Nagel over the top. Crognale heads it away. Crognale, currently on loan from the Columbus Crew, signed to that club as a homegrown player. Enevoldsen.
And you see where Azriel is. This is, for me, where you have to have your outside midfield back. And now, if you're not, you need to be able to punish the other team going the other way.
Gonzalez. Wingo making the run. He'll be offside when that ball gets to him, and the flag is up.
And that's a tug and pull, and Steve Zakawani and I talk about this quite a bit in our soccer conversations. Do you want your outside midfielder to track back? And I would say no, not all the time, but there are opportunities, especially late in a half with 5 minutes left to go, where you see the outside back, and you have to get him to track back on that opportunity. If not, you need to be very, very good moving forward.
That ball to Wingo just a little bit late. But another strong stop from Ibrahim Uzman, who dispossesses Bierman right there. Uzman having himself a game.
Very good game, and he's done very well with his stand-up play and his 1v1 defending, especially when he's coming in. There's 2v1 opportunities against him. He's done very well to hold his ground. But if I'm an outside back and that situation occurs, I think the whole stadium will hear the communication that I have with Azriel as a young player. Just to get back, have to do the dirty work, get us into the half with the 1-0 lead.
Alston looking for Duke. S2 tightening the net. Orange County trying to slip through the gaps. 43rd minute here. Enevoldsen coming to Bierman. Ulysses outlet to Nagel. Quinn looking for Jones. Jones will keep this in. Jones now with options, lays it off for Alston. Disrupted by David Olson, and Ulysses going to carry it out of his own end. We go back to Roldan. Like you mentioned, James, not a real hurry out of S2 right now.
Right, and this is where S2 could have some sustained possession. OC needs to come out. So S2 sometimes gets rushed in trying to go forward. Where you can have some sustained possession, build a rhythm, and then set up your sequences to penetrate the lines of OC. But if they become too predictable by going forward in a certain rhythm, it falls into the hands of OC.
Referee wants a word with Ibrahim Usman. I think something about when the ball was coming back in just now.
Another dangerous free kick.
Given away by Ulysses on the near sideline.
And again, they're just having the discipline to not lunge in, to not stick a foot in, just to stand him up and just make him go negative, and you've done your job. You don't have to win the ball every time. Stand him up, don't let him turn, make him go negative or square, and you've done your job in that situation.
Both center backs forward for Orange County. Pretty much all of S2 in and around the penalty area. The ball in from Quinn. Toward the back post. Ulysses dove for the header. It came off Cronali, though, and is a goal kick.
Briscoe on that play. Very good again. And you see another dangerous ball by Quinn. They're searching for that back post. They're trying to find isolated players where they feel they have an advantage to get a header back across the 6. That one had Brian Meredith flailing a little bit.
The USL's official Twitter feed keeps you up to date with news, live game updates, and highlights from around the league 24/7. Follow @USL on Twitter. Well, we're at the 45th minute. We're being told that they're not going to play any stoppage time whatsoever, so probably just a couple more seconds to go here in the first half. Ball comes back to Rawls. Annie Voltson. Picked off by Ulysses, and that'll do it in the first 45 on the back of a laser goal from Jesse Daly in the 12th minute. S2 leads at the break 1-0. James, your thoughts on the half?
It's a great half by S2. They settled in. OC was very unfortunate not to go up 1-0 early on that set piece, but since then, S2 settled in. Fantastic goal by Daly.
Let's send it down now to the party deck with Casey Catherwood and Dave Clark.
My dear friend and Sounders FC2 broadcaster, color commentator, and analyst, Dave Clark. Dave, how are you?
It's a wonderful day here at Cheney Stadium.
Absolutely, sir. Now, I've heard, a little bird told me, also you told me this morning, that today is a very special day. What is the significance of today?
Well, the crowd here behind me is here because it's SounderAtHeart.com's birthday. It's the website I founded 10 years ago. So we're throwing a little party right here in the sunshine.
Absolutely, and I mean, I'm sure that most of the fans here today know what Sounder at Heart is. It's a terrific site. Could you tell me just a little bit about just the background and also what it means to you?
Well, you know, when a website lasts 10 years with the same person in charge, it's almost like a newspaper, making it 100 years. So what it's taken was a great team of writers, photographers, and a wife that have, you know, supported me through all this. People like Jeremiah Oshan and Susie Rance, the co-editors there at the website. Without the support of everybody and the readers, we wouldn't be where we are.
Absolutely, and I know that this whole crowd is very, very proud of that. And this group of people behind you, let's get you guys up here. Let's get some of you guys up here. This, I think, is a great moment. Oh, got a happy birthday started up. Here we go. We're coming back here a little bit. We got lots of cupcakes. Come on, have a cupcake. Hey, come on. Don't be shy.
It's passed around.
Sir. All right, we gotta come up here. Sir, what's your name?
Sure.
And what does Sounder at Heart mean to you?
Read it every day. It's my main source of Sounders news.
I mean, that's just, no, it's amazing. Absolutely. Anybody else like to say a few words about Sounder at Heart? Anybody else? One more person. You right there. No? Yes, one more person. Someone say something nice about Sounder at Heart. What's your name, sir?
Adam.
And okay, that's like kind of like a Prince thing. Just Adam. Okay, Adam, just Adam. What does Sounder at Heart mean to you?
Loving Clint Dempsey.
Woo! Absolutely, Deuce. Peace to Deuce, folks. It's a beautiful celebration over here. If you get a chance, come down and say congratulations and give some love to our friend Sounder at Heart. And let's hear it one more time for him. One more time for Sounder at Heart. Here's to 100 more years. Folks, beautiful. All right. Happy birthday celebrations now. Please turn your attention to the video board for a multimedia experience we like to call Mother Nature's Son.
At the break, Sounders FC 2 leading Orange County SC 1-0. We'll take a break here on ESPN Plus and return with halftime highlights and analysis and, of course, the second 45. Don't go away.
Will send the cross in, and what a goal by USL's leading goal scorer, Thomas Enevelson.
Lancaster, and it's 1-0 to Louisville City.
Rio. Have not drawn a match as Langsdorff has found the back of the net and leveled the tally in the 79th minute. His 14th goal of the season.
Vega! Tevin Vega! Shooting. Goal! Mendiola!
Big launch with the right!
Oh, Steinberger! Second opportunity! Welcome to North Carolina FC! Zach Steinberger has tied it at 1! Yes, Davo! Big bingo! Mohamed Davo!
Cross goal! And the goal by Bustamante, and Fresno may indeed sneak out of here with a point.
Hoffman outside the 18, shot! Goal! 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 Looking forward to Hoffman, goal! The brace! Justin Davis, that's a great goal!
Kim steps up, straight to the turnover, with the finish!
Nanko, save made by Pickens, follow save, and a devastating goal by the Bethlehem Steel.
It's in! New York have tied it up, it's 4-4.
Oh, Rita saves it!
An impressive save!
Saved off the line, Lubin!
But it's swatted away by Cohen.
Derek producing a fantastic diving save, and it's Tyler Derrick again, who's had an incredible performance.
Saved by Restrepo! Not once, but twice!
Shot pushed away by Lopez.
Oh, and what a save by Marcin Dowski.
He gives it a strike off Cardoni.
Arduro with the big shot and a great save by Newton.
And a save by Matt Pickens.
Great save as Eric Dick got a hand on it.
Fantastic save there from Laurel.
Jason Johnson! You've got to be kidding me! Oh!
Jesus Enriquez does it again!
And what a world-class goal that is from Didier Drogba! Oh!
Must-see TV.
If I told you I'd give you directions to the greatest place on earth, what would you think? Would you pack your bags for Cali? Put on a little hat with mouse ears? No need. See, the greatest place on earth is right here in your backyard. I'm talking about Cheney Stadium, the South Sound's crown jewel and home of Tacoma Rainiers baseball. There's a little something for everyone at a Rainiers game. And when views of the field are this good and drinks are this cold, you'll get one taste and be hooked. Tickets are available at TacomaRainiers.com. Rainiers Baseball. This is our city.
Hi, my name is Ray Sorry, center mid, and I got one question for you. I'm David Olson. I'm a forward, and I got one question for you. I have one question for you. I'm Francisco Narvan. I'm a center mid. I got one question for you. The US2, the US2, the US2, IS2, IS2, we S2. We S2. We S2. Do I S2? Do I S2? Do I S2? What kind of question is that? What kind of question is that? What kind of question is that? I got a question for you. I got a question. Do you guys do?
Welcome back to Cheney Stadium here in Tacoma, Washington. At the half, Sounders FC2 lead 1-0 over Orange County SC. And we have a very special guest joining us here in the booth here at halftime. It's Bring Your Daughter to Work Day. Brooklyn James Riley is with us. Hi there, Brooklyn.
Hello, she's excited.
I'm surprised she's not bothered by the lights in here.
No, she's very good.
Well, Brooklyn, what were your thoughts on the first half? I couldn't have put it myself. James, what about you? You're the former pro.
Right. No, I think those were her thoughts. No, I thought it was a good half by S2, especially once they settled in. I thought OC had early chances to really go up 1-0. And S2 settled in and really developed the rhythm of play. They were hard to break down, and they were very good on the break and created some opportunities that way.
When you take a look at the second half for Orange County, what has to happen for them? Hi there.
Yeah, OC just has to continue to capitalize on their opportunities. They're able to get to the final third of S2 pretty consistently, and they just have to have final product.
Absolutely. Well, let's take a look at some stuff from around the USL. Let's take a look at the scores that are going on currently from some recent results around the league as we get those called up for you here on screen. Right now, Swope Park Rangers playing scoreless with OKC Energy. That'll be a big match in terms of playoff implications. Swope Park bouncing around. Bethlehem Steel, meanwhile, getting knocked off by Penn FC 3-1 earlier today. And let's flip it over and take a look at the standings currently. Here's a look at the Western Conference table. Of course, S2 down there in 16th. And right now, Orange County in third place. That would be a big grab for Sounders, too, if they're able to pull off the upset here at home. James, just a couple more thoughts for you here. That goal from Jesse Daly, I mean, for a young player like that, what's a strike do for your
Fantastic strike. For me, Daly's been bright this entire game in his tackles, in his positional play, and that strike, the first touch to set him up, and then he unleashed with his left foot to the top corner. So look for consistent, spirited play by him. I like him. He's been very good today.
Well, we'll take another break. Thanks to future pro soccer player Brooklyn James Riley for joining us here in the booth. Again, at halftime, Sounders FC 2 leading Orange County SC 1-0 through 45 minutes.
Hi, my name is Ray Sorry, center mid, and I got one question for you.
I'm David Olson. I'm a forward, and I got one question for you.
I have one question for you. I'm Francisco Narbon. I'm a center mid. I got one question for you.
The US2.
The US2.
The US2.
IS2. IS2.
We S2.
We S2.
We S2.
Do IS2?
Do IS2?
Do IS2?
What kind of question is that?
What kind of question is that?
What kind of question is that?
Now I know what you're thinking.
I know what you're thinking.
I know what you're thinking, because I'm thinking it too.
Do US2?
What does S2 mean to me?
What does S2 mean to me?
Love. I'm sorry.
I got a question.
I got a question for you. I got a question. Do US2?
We're back at Cheney Stadium here on ESPN Plus. Sounders FC2 have a 1-0 lead over Orange County SC. Andrew Harvey alongside James Riley and Dave Clark down as our pitch side correspondent. James, like we said, S2 managed to actually play Orange County a little bit better than we might have thought in that first 45. But S2 has had some trouble pulling in complete performances over the course of the season. It's part of the reason that they have this 5-16-3 record. What needs to happen to see this game out?
Yep, absolutely. They have to limit opportunities for OC. OC has definitely proven dangerous to penetrate the lines of S2, and if you consistently give good teams chances, they're going to finish one of those. And so I just look for S2 just have a more structured and defined line of confrontation, and then just keep their blocks of 4, very tight and be compact defensively, and then also look for their opportunities on the break to even pull 2 goals ahead or 3.
You can watch highlights from every game of the 2018 season and stay up to date with news from across the USL at the league's official Facebook page, facebook.com/USL Soccer. James, we take a look at some of the guys that are on the bench for S2. You got Nick Hines, Anthony Burke-Gilroy, who scored midweek, Shandon Hopiao, David Estrada. There's a lot of opportunity here that if Orange County manages to pull a goal back, you can put some real attacking power into this match for John Hutchinson.
Yep. Coach Hutchinson has some great guys on the bench that he can call into play. Some very, very good names that have proved to be very good for S2. So look for them. Look for him to be very strategic with his substitutions and bring guys in that can impact play.
Well, Orange County already back on the field, ready to go here. And let's take a look at some of those highlights from the first half there. I'm being told that we have those ready now. At the bat, that was a shot from Gonzalez, and just what a finish by Jesse Daly.
Great first touch. It's the first touch for me that really sets him up. Stays with the play, ball bounces back. He could have rushed it. Great touch across his body, sets him up for an absolute banger into the top corner.
And that's pretty much the moment worth looking at. And honestly, that one might get a bit of a shout for goal of the week, particularly if it winds up being a game winner.
I agree.
S2 have rejoined the field now. We'll take a look at what changes, if any, John Hutchinson makes here at halftime or shortly thereafter.
I see Brian Meredith has been strong. He's been commanding in his box. He's been off his line. He's been strong with his distribution, good with his communication. Kai Briscoe on the back line for me has been very bright tonight. Jesse Daly in the midfield with Alex Rodon have been very, very consistent and have created a good body of work in the first half. And then obviously you have Olsen, Lamar, Nago, Wingo, and Azriel Gonzalez in the midfield line. That's a capable front 4 of really scoring goals and being creative. I would like them to be a bit more synced, especially in passing and moving for each other. Want to see a bit more combination play between them.
For Orange County, Annie Voltson, Quinn have both been excellent. Do you need to see more out of Michael Seaton here in the second 45?
You do, and he's a player that can turn on a dime, so he can be unleashed at any moment, and he has that capability, so you can't get caught sleeping with him. Definitely Darwin Jones has some more to give to this game. He has fantastic ability. Amico's been bright on that right side. He's found opportunities to overlap and get into the final third, especially when Azriel Gonzalez doesn't cover and doesn't track back. So look for him to continue to exploit that.
We're set to play. Mariscal ready to blow the whistle. And Seaton over the ball in center circle. Whistle goes. We're underway here in the second half. Sounders 2 again have a 1-0 lead over Orange County SC. And the flag up for offside on Seaton. The voting is open for this weekend, through this weekend for the USL's monthly awards. Have your say in votes for Player of the Month, Goal of the Month, and Save of the Month at uslsoccer.com. Noah Powder checked in at halftime for Joe Amico. First substitution in the books in this match. Powder, 5'10", 150 pounds, 19 years old out of Maplewood, New Jersey. Most recently with New York Red Bulls 2, signed back in February. Making his 16th appearance of the season for Orange County.
it shifts Kevin Alston back to his natural position. Although he can play either outside back position, he's made his name as a right back.
Here's Christian Duke. Far side to Jones. Jones gets an edge on Usman, sends in a cross, and too high, floated to the far side.
And Darwin showing his capabilities, getting isolated 1v1, a little dipping out, able to get a service off. That drifts a bit further than he anticipated, but he has those capabilities one-on-one.
Bierman. Swung up to Jones. David Olson wants Wingo.
It's a great look by David Olson.
Ulysses in for Roldan. Poked away from Wingo. Bierman dispossessed by Daly. Falls for Gonzalez. Gonzalez lays it off. A shot from Nagel, and it's right at Rawls.
It's another great tackle by Daly. His positional play today has been fantastic, but also when to commit and when not to. And there you see him sustaining pressure and getting a fantastic tackle, and that leads to that opportunity by S2.
Here comes Alston. He'll drift into the middle. Pushes it across, finds Enny Voltson. Enny Voltson chops the back post. Darwin Jones is offside.
But if I'm a coach, that's where I say for OC with Brandon Coultier, how can I penetrate, right, S2's compact defense? And it's on the flanks. And it's through, if Azriel Gonzalez isn't honest with his defensive efforts, then that's a way that OC can really get back in this game. And you saw Kevin Alston being able to penetrate all the way into the final third. And if that's the case, then when Gonzalez has an opportunity and he doesn't track all the way back, which is fine on some occasions, then he has to be able to hurt OC going the other way, which will then keep Kevin Alston from going forward so much. And he'll have to respect the abilities of Azriel Gonzalez.
Here's Nagel. Back to Usman. We've just been handed the stat sheets from the first half. One thing that jumps right off the page, Sounders ceded 65.5% of possession to Orange County there in the first 45. Did not spend much time on the ball, but the time they did spend was quality. Here's a turnover to Seaton. He has some room to work. Defenders closing in around him. Ball gets beyond him. Mariscal feels it was a fair challenge.
And that statistic is somewhat alarming because that can start to wear on a team. So as long as S2 continues to fight to regain that possession battle, that could really wear on a team and really come to hurt you late in the game with tired legs. That's where substitutions are going to be critical for Coach Hutchinson on who he brings in to impact this game. And again, you see OC just very easy being able to penetrate through the lines of S2.
Briscoe does a nice job of running Seaton off that ball.
Briscoe, again, very bright defending. He's been very good. His versatility within the team is very good as a young player. Ability to play different positions across the back line. His 1v1 defending has been very good.
Referee talking to Michael Seaton there. Seaton feels he was fouled by Briscoe. Mariscal felt it was a shoulder-to-shoulder challenge. 52nd minute. Meredith set to restart play. Cronali wins the header. And it goes out for an S2 throw. Ibrahim Usman had already been warned by the referee once in the first half about delaying the restart of play. He does it again. And he will go into the referee's book here in the 52nd minute.
And Usman needs to be smart there. He needs to save his yellow for when he really needs it, whether for a tackle, shouldn't be a yellow of that type, especially after he's already been warned by the referee. Now he has to be very cautious in how he defends the rest of this half.
Nick Hines did play left back for S2 on Wednesday. If Coach Hutchinson decides he wants to pull Usman, depending on how things are going late in this match, but traditionally speaking, you hope to get 90 minutes out of a fullback.
You do. Briscoe again with some great defensive work. Great defensive play. He's touched tight on the forward, on the runner.
Alston nicks that into space. This might fall for Azriel Gonzalez. Alston quickly in to defend. And Alston uses his experience to get the better of the youngster. Say what you will about old dogs and new tricks, but sometimes they know all the best ones already.
Of course, of course. And Azriel may be 2 times younger than Alston, or Alston might be twice the age of Azriel.
That's the joys of the USL. And soccer in general, really. This is kind of one of the only sports where you could get that sort of disparity. David Olson sticks in on another challenge. S2 can't hold on to it. And that time Duke is fouled from behind.
Early substitution.
It's David Estrada who's waiting to check in. Looks like the sub might not be allowed till after the free kick. 4th official putting the board away. Aiden Quinn over the ball. He's had some lethal looking services with that left foot, just nothing that could be cashed in so far. S2 a little bit sparse at the back post where Orange County is very heavy. This one toward goal and off the ad boards out in left field. So Lamar Nagel coming off here in the 55th minute. And they'll bring on David Estrada. Estrada leads S2 with 9 goals in 23, now 24 appearances this season.
Interesting substitution. Could have been, they're trying to manage Lamar's minutes. Try to get some fresh legs up there. Thought it'd be a fairly early substitution to make 10 minutes into the second half.
Well, the good thing with Estrada is there's certainly no fall off in leadership presence for S2 up there.
Correct. Estrada brings the same characteristics and tendencies as Lamar Nagel does. A competitor, a battler, a winner, experienced player that's going to demand a lot from himself and the players around him.
This move will give the David Olson an opportunity to play up top. It's something that they wanted him to do more frequently this year, but substitutions and injuries haven't let it happen.
Play allowed to continue after a nasty collision as the ball run the other way. Alex Roldan is down. Meanwhile, it's Darwin Jones on the near side. He blasts that off Usman. I believe that'll be a corner kick, and it will. But Alex Roldan down at midfield, comes up holding his shoulder. And James, take a look at this and tell me what you think of it.
It's a foul to me. I mean, that's an absolute foul. I mean, you have Alex Roldan jumps the passing lane, is getting ready to intercept the ball in a very critical position, crucial position for S2. Lunging tackle from behind, bodies away. Very unlucky. Yep, and it leads to a goal here on the set piece.
Well, it's tucked in. Alex Cronali towering up there and blasting in the corner from Aiden Quinn. We're level 1-1 in the 57th minute.
OC's been very dangerous on set pieces and they've proven that throughout this entire game. That was an opportunity, and it's going to be a way for them to really get back in this game. Was on set-piece opportunities.
It's the 4th goal of the year for Cronali, 11th assist for Aiden Quinn. And Alex Roldan still giving it to the referee. Take another look at it here. Well, can't take him much better than that, James.
It's a great ball. Drifts right into that near post. Little screen play, little pick. He's able to get around his marker.
And John Hutchinson might have a word for the referee as well. See him talking here on the near sideline. Hutchinson looks dissatisfied with whatever the referee has told him just now. Anthony Burke-Gilroy getting set to check in.
It's no problem. Now S2 knows, I mean, the referees let the play go a little bit in the first half as well. Now S2 know kind of where the referees' lines are, so expect, especially as this game drifts on, to have some more hard tackles like that, and the referee letting it go a bit.
Burke Gilroy will come on for Alex Roldan here. So S2 uses its second sub in the 58th minute. And referee Alejandro Mariscal, not a particularly popular man at Cheney Stadium at the moment. We're back underway. And Alex Roldan was issued a yellow card in the 59th minute, I believe, technically is what I was just heard as the official scoring decision, which means he was carded after he was off the field.
For dissent, very fortunate then, because it could easily be a red card. And then that substitution that was just put on the field would have to come right back off.
Aiden Quinn, another free kick. Henry Wingo standing in his way. Spun in here, headed toward goal and across the face of net.
S2, we alluded to it and spoke about it early in the first half during the first half. S2 has to stop giving away set piece opportunities, especially to this OC team who is very, very good. And we've seen they've probably created 5 opportunities off 7 set piece opportunities or chances, and that's a very good ratio. They're being first to the ball. Fantastic delivery first and foremost by Quinn with the cultured left foot. They have to stop giving OC opportunities like that.
Bierman pushes it along for Jones. Guzman sticks a leg in. Gonzalez wins it back.
Battle. That's what you need from the player. That's what you need from a young player, especially in a game like this.
Alston. Ball gets beyond him. Alston down. Free kick given on the delay. And considering recent events, that not a popular decision with the home crowd.
And S2 is going to have to remain level-headed, just really get organized in their lines, use the energy and their frustrations in a positive way. Again, another set-piece opportunity, and you see OC pushing their big bodies forward to really get something on this.
Quinn, as he's taken them all day, continues to do so here in the 61st. That ball finds the head of Seaton.
It's another great delivery by Quinn. Seaton looking for a flick header. Doesn't quite come off, but again, OC first to the ball.
Get an inside look at life on and off the field from a player's perspective every Wednesday evening in the latest edition of From the Pitch on USLsoccer.com. Granali looking at Powder. Ulysses wins it off him and might have some room to work here. Denzo Ulysses up the far sideline. And he slows down, lays it off for Estrada. Kind of looked like the wind came out of Ulysses' sails. He wants another ball over the top. He gets in behind Powder, Rawls off his line and grabs it.
It's a great little effort, great little play by Daly, great check and go by Ulysses to try to get behind the defense.
Christian Duke hauled down at midfield. Jesse Daly not going to do much in the way of protesting this yellow card as he's booked in the 63rd. More set piece opportunities, James.
S2 may be bringing in their third substitution, possibly Hopiao. And another, as you said, another dangerous set piece opportunity.
Now look at that. Jesse Daly can have no complaint. He knew Duke was beyond him. He knew what he was doing.
It's a professional foul. Saw that he was out of position. Saw the team was exposed. Chose to bring him down.
Now the free kick from Quinn. Header from Briscoe. Estrada trying to keep it in front of him. He'll go over the top. Wingo chasing in now. Rawls meets it at the 18.
Great another break by S2. S2's been very good on the break today. And in the last recent games, they have the speed, they have the capabilities to really transition into the attacking third. And that's how you prevent OC from getting set in their lines.
Bierman directly for Darwin Jones, who's by Usman. Jones now. That was a mighty hit. Jones still down, feeling the effects of a Kai Briscoe challenge. Shot missed well wide of its mark.
Yeah, that follow through really caught Darwin. That's going to hurt. On this full swing here, you see Briscoe coming over. The legs collide.
The ball had gone away. James, case for a penalty there?
Without a doubt. I mean, we've seen it called before.
Meantime, we're going to see the removal of Henry Wingo here in the 65th minute in favor of Shandon Hopiao. And just like that, John Hutchinson is out of substitutions.
S2 again, their lines seem to be in disarray. I thought that would be something that they addressed at halftime, but sometimes you get two or three guys caught pressing and you don't have the line behind them on the same page, and that's how you see OCs very easily to combine out of that, and they go from their own defensive third to their attacking third very quickly, which just led to that Darwin Jones attempt.
Hopiao making his 23rd appearance of the year now for S2, 1 goal to his name. Brian Meredith set to restart play. Now S2 has a free kick. Drawn by Azrael Gonzalez, who's still down. Daly, balls behind Estrada. S2 win a throw-in though. And the referee just jogged over to Braden Cloutier. Cloutier seemed unhappy with the free kick that was given. Here's Leo Burney. Ulysses going to make the run. Heads it down for Hopiao. Hopiao got some quick feet. Laces it to Olsen. Olsen. Ball's awkward for Estrada. He'll hold it in, and Cronali does enough to win the throw-in. Spirited home crowd here at Cheney Stadium today. James, as a player, when you're playing in front of a home crowd, when you hear this level of energy, especially if it's that sort of displeasure with a call that's made, does it energize you at all?
You have to let it energize you, but at the same time, you can't get caught up, you know, letting your emotions take over and placing too much energy on the referee. You just want to kind of control what you can control and try to impact the game positively for your team.
Olsen came in. Oh boy, this might be trouble. His foot was up as he was swung into by Walker Hume. He and Hume appeared to shake hands just now. It looks like he might escape this with just a talking to from the referee.
Right. I mean, it's certainly a foul, and S2 needed to set a tone. That's the first tackle, maybe in the second half, that has really set a tone. Jesse Daly did it in the first half with a couple countering tackles, or early in the second half, sorry. And that was another one, just letting them know that also S2 can battle a bit, and they may need to continue to do that to get a result in this game.
John Hutchinson, you see there, bending the ear of the fourth official when you restart play.
Quinn's been fantastic. His delivery has been exceptional.
Bierman, Duke, Alston, Hume forced to turn and chase this, still hits Powder. Ball over the top, Darwin Jones on the end of it, and Ibrahim Usman disrupts it. And that one is out of here.
You've been waiting to say that.
Oh, I've been waiting all year.
That was a fantastic ball, and even a great first touch by Darwin, but even a better recovery by Usman. Thought he was out of the play, thought it was going to lead to a goal-scoring opportunity, but a great recovery run and defensive play by Usman. Another in-swinger.
Brian Meredith comes off his line and punches.
And Meredith possibly could have did that on the first goal, honestly.
Gilroy spins out, finds Estrada. Now Gonzalez, reaching tackle from Alston. Gonzalez goes down, and Alston will get booked for it.
Azriel, if he releases that a bit quicker, he has Hopi out in space, just a bit quicker into space behind OC. And you have unlocked their defense, but chooses to hang on to it. Suffers the foul, draws a yellow card, no problem. But if he releases that just a bit quicker, just put it right in behind, let Hopiao run, split the two defenders there and just put it right in behind the OC line, and Hopiao's off to the races.
Usman give and go with Gonzalez. Anthony Burke-Gilroy. Usman playing the through ball here. It's Estrada, lifted into the middle. Denzo Ulysses going to meet it at the back post. Goes for goal! Tried to sneak it near post on Rawls. Rawls was equal to the task.
Excellent by S2 there. Their ability to transition. They get numbers in the box. Decent service attempt, but you have follow-up runners that are surging into the box to keep that play live.
Nice header from Gonzalez to keep that play alive. Powder squares it back to Hume. Seton just lost his footing right there at midfield. Jesse Daly trying the long ball toward Estrada. Alston chests it back to his keeper. S2 asking questions here in the 72nd minute. So far, Orange County has the answers. Well turned by Duke. Ennie-Voltsen now. Further along for Powder. Powder spins that in. Usman might fall for Jones. Ennie-Voltsen. Looked like that might have come off an arm. But play continues. Shannon Hopia wants the switch to the near side. Instead, it's another turnover from S2. S2 take the throw in on the near side. Seton finds Ennie-Voltsen. He'll switch to Powder. Christian Duke. Duke stumbles a little bit, lays it off. Ennie-Voltsen looking to turn. A wall of bodies. It's Bierman, and Bierman put that wide of the net.
OC's knocking on the door. Some good sustained possession, some good passing sequences put together there in tight spaces. A shot attempt that had Brian Meredith searching.
Look at the angle there. Took out Meredith's water bottle.
Yeah, looks to have had it covered. But still a great attempt by OC.
Seton and Kai Briscoe do battle. Kai Briscoe just put Seton in something of a suplex.
It's a great battle there. Briscoe not backing down, has showed fantastic ability to win the ball. Great timing on his tackles. Has a physicality as well to battle with a big forward.
Don't see many of those on a soccer pitch, but they're always special when you do. Alston will take the throw.
Alston has a long throw.
Floated away by Hopiau. Christian Duke has played his last here. He's replaced by Richard Chaplow. The midfielder out of Accrington, England, as Rawls picks that ball up.
Great effort by Azriel Gonzalez. Great effort to try to pick out Hopiau.
Here's Powder. Ennie-Voltsen. Floated in. Kai Briscoe is there.
And Ulysses, again, we've seen it haunt S2 in the past, especially early in the season, has to do a better job of closing down that play and denying that service. He's leaving too much of a gap for a good player like that. Too much a gap to put it on his good foot, hit an in-swinger. He has to be able to step back outside, put in the work to get there, make the player put his head down, and dictate it a bit more.
That's going to do it for Darwin Jones. He's replaced by Giovanni Ramos-Godoy. Ramos-Godoy, 23 years of age. We'll check in now, and just like that, we've seen all the substitutes we'll see this afternoon. 14 minutes left to play, and we're tied 1-1. Chaplow taking his first couple touches of the match. Knocked away from Seton. Gonzalez trying to turn on the far side. Real dogfight on that near sideline. That's real Gonzalez. Whistled for it. Looks like the ball had already gone out of play, so we'll take a throw in. And here's another look at it. And just a frustration play from Gonzalez there.
No problem. We don't mind that. That's a grit he needs to show early in the game to give you a full body of 90 minutes. That's how clued in that you need to be in the game, to go to, especially as he's battling a veteran player like Kevin Olson. Nothing wrong with that by Azrael Gonzalez.
Hopiau upended by Powder. S2 usually restarts these quick. Looks like Hopiau might actually measure this one out. Keeps it short for Burke Gilroy. Meredith, low ball toward Ulysses. Powder intercepts. Enevoldsen. Quinn. Jesse Daly is there. Daly goes down on admittedly soft contact from Quinn, but draws the free kick.
Again, Jesse Daly's been bright. His positional play has been excellent. His surging runs into the midfield have been fantastic. He's able to sustain possession, draw fouls, durability, to take hard knocks and continue to get up and battle has been great.
Here's Burke Gilroy. Ball picks out Usman. Enevoldsen on it now. Chaplow. Nicked away by Usman. Nowhere to go, so he'll win a throw-in and leave it at that. Stay up to date with all the best from social media around the USL by watching Off the Post with Kelsey Steele every Friday evening on the USL's social media channels. Ulysses giving chase to Powder, putting him under a bit of pressure. Rawls has to get rid of that. Enevoldsen swings and whiffs. That's one, James, where I imagine your pride hurts more than anything else. Hopiau. Ulysses calling for it in the middle is Estrada. It's over his head. And cleared away by Chaplow. Game breaking down a little bit in midfield as both these teams are pressing for a go-ahead goal. Seton goes down.
Like
Quinn.
I said, the referee's going to let the play go a little bit.
Enevoldsen. And Enevoldsen's won a corner.
Referee's going to let the play go a little bit both ways. Nothing wrong with that. Allows for an open, entertaining game. He's brought it back when he needs to. Great stand-up play there by Ulysses. Gives up a corner, but he stood on his feet. Shepherd the player to the end line. Corner kick. It's going to be a dangerous corner kick again for OC. They have to be able to defend it.
Ball in, header from Estrada. Comes back out wide. Quinn. Ulysses struck that one. Went to clear the ball out. Looks like he might have won a free kick in the process. As he caught Cronali chasing.
Yellow card. Nope. He's warning him.
That's the caution before the caution, as it were. Meredith wanted Hopiau. Quinn and Daly do battle. Quinn wins on account of his weight. Over the top now for Ramos Godoy. Trying to chop it back to Seton. Burt Gilroy is there and disrupts it.
Great defensive effort, both by Briscoe, Guzman, Gilroy tracking back.
And Cronali has that one go off the right center field wall. Nearly hit a ground rule double. Bit easier with the soccer ball. They tend to bounce better than baseballs do. Chaplow went down behind the run of play, draws a free kick. Ramos Godoy looking over the top. Alston looking for Seton. Had it from Leo Burney. And Daly with the clearance. 83 minutes played. Leo Burney, a name we haven't had to say too much this afternoon. Is this center back? Is that the sign of a good performance?
He's been solid. Obviously a young player coming in, academy product. He's been solid this outing. He's made some good plays. Again, we haven't had to say his name much.
Hopiau going to try to settle this ball. Hopiau, he's in here. The flag's up for offside. He's scored. Mariscal waving off the goal.
Handball.
Saying that he's handled it. David Estrada over talking to Hopiau.
Called a handball on the chest trap. I thought it popped up, but it did hit his hand. Very unfortunate. Great finish by Hopiau. Hear the fans screaming for VR, some video replay.
Of course, is not instituted in the USL. It was trialed here. As a matter of fact, it was an S2 match that, to my knowledge, was the first ever deployment of VAR in an American professional soccer match. Meanwhile, here's Orange County on the attack. This is Bierman. Comes behind Alston. Chaplow. And Chaplow. Bit of room to work now. He picks his head up. He's looking for Seton. Headed down by Ulysses. Floated away by Hopiau. And he draws a free kick. Let's take another look at that ball into Shannon Hopiau. And wait a minute. Here comes David Olson. He's inside the area. Well, we weren't expecting the quick restart there. S2 win a throw-in. We'll try to get back to that replay eventually. In the meantime, S2 throwing numbers forward late.
It's a great quick restart. Caught OC napping a little bit. Great recovery run by OC. Great tackle, great block. But Olsen with the heads-up play to make that run. Great delivery on the ball.
Ulysses trying to work it around Powder. Unable to do so. Jesse Daly drifting forward. Ball bounced up on him a little bit. Comebacker for Ulysses. Nicked away by Powder. And past Daly. And now Bierman. And over to Ennie Voltson. Ball's behind him though. Going through, it's Quinn. Quinn toward goal, it's up the crossbar!
Meredith may have got a piece of that. What a strike by Quinn. His left foot, his game tonight, or this afternoon, has been very impressive.
End-to-end stuff here, 86 minutes in. Both these teams knocking on the door for a go-ahead goal, trying to take all 3 points at Cheney Stadium. Cronali. Alston. Daly can't quite deal with the cross. Ulysses there for the second ball, brought down by Estrada. Estrada trying to get into second gear, leaving the ball for Olsen. One back by Orange County. Alston, low ball in. Scrum for it here, and it's another Orange County corner kick.
Another in-swinger, very dangerous opportunity for OC. They scored on their lone goal was on an in-swinger corner kick.
Here's the Hopiau play. The appeals for handball were answered. Meanwhile, another ball in and popped up and finds its way back to the hands of Meredith. Estrada eating up open space, and his ball disappointing for Hopiau, and you can see it on his body language right there. Alston, long through ball. Meredith chooses to stay. Briscoe goes to ground.
Fantastic by Briscoe. What a battle that is, those two. Michael Seaton and Briscoe. Briscoe, another fantastically timed challenge. Fantastic timing on that challenge. Great challenge.
Inch perfect. By my count, this is the 9th corner of the match for Orange County. Sounders, too, have yet to have one. Ball in from Quinn. Free in the middle, and it bounces right into the hands of Meredith. Free kick given the way of S2. Meredith sends it away. Hopiau trying to turn powder. Rawls steals it away. We're in the 90th minute.
Briscoe again.
Ball to Estrada. He tried to lay it along for Hopiau. Olsen pokes it back to Burke Gilroy. S2 being a little cavalier with the passing here. And Powder lifts it back toward midfield. Jesse Daly gives chase. Along to Uzman. Daly laid out for that ball. We're being told to expect 3 minutes of added time. And there's the signal. We tick into stoppage time, 3 minutes to go. Azrael Gonzalez, poked away by Hume. James Orange County dominated the start of the second half here, included notching their equalizer in the 57th. Since then, it's been straight back and forth over these last 20 minutes or so.
Teams exchanging opportunities. S2 thought they had the go-ahead goal, but the handball called on Hopiau's chest trap. And OC really penetrating the lines of S2 and creating numerous set-piece opportunities.
Cronali wants Seaton over the top. Another Briscoe header. Might have nicked off Seaton, but it's going to be a corner. The 10th for visiting Orange County Soccer Club.
Another dangerous corner kick to close out this game. S2 keeping 2 high, which forces OC to keep 3 back.
Quinn spinning this one in. He overhits it. Lifted back by Ennie Voltson. Hopiau nicks that down. He's going to go on a run. Estrada spins out of a challenge. Sending forward for Shannon Hopiau. That ball rolling toward the touchline. Rawls off his area. And Rawls happy to let that one roll out of play.
Almost a great break by S2.
Ramos Godoy. Guzman, a subtle touch, just puts it out the touchline. Alston. Looking into the middle. Free header Cronali. Brought down toward goal. Diving save, Brian Meredith. In the 3rd minute of stoppage time, Brian Meredith comes up with a save that surely has at least saved a point.
Another knockdown header.
And that's Quinn again victimized by Brian Meredith. He turned one up into the crossbar and stole a sure thing goal to the far side. Orange County still knocking on the door. Burt Gilroy going to try to take it himself. Chips it down line. Cronali sends it back, and the final whistle goes. We finish 1-1 here at Cheney Stadium. James, your thoughts on this final match?
I thought it was a fair result. OC definitely had the better of the play, just didn't capitalize on the chances that they created. Hit the crossbar late, had that chance there by Quinn again. S2 had their opportunities going forward the other way. Had the goal, the go-ahead goal called back for a handball. And I think it's a good result for S2. OC would have felt a little bit hard done not being able to get out of here with 3 points. All in all, a fair game.
Sounders FC2 improved now to 5-16-4 on the year. Orange County 14-7-4. S2 back at home on Wednesday against Tulsa Roughnecks FC. We'll have that match for you at 7 o'clock. But that's going to do it for today's broadcast. Again, your final score, Sounders 2-1, Orange County SC 1. For all of us here at Cheney Stadium, including Dave Clark down on the sideline and our producer Adam Weigel, I'm Andrew Harvey for James Riley saying so long. Thanks for joining us here on ESPN Plus, and we hope to see you next time.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League may not be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.